everybody, it's Heather from Cottontail Crafts. It's Monday, June 2nd, and I thought I would just jump on. I actually dusted off my embroidery machines and got them up and running yesterday. So I made some cute little light furies and some cute little night furies. So I thought, well, I also bought a Pikachu file and a stitch file. There's not as many stitches to the Pikachu, so I thought I would, if I'm going to come down here and run some, I might as well film it and have a tutorial for you guys. So this is what they look like. This design and all these designs can be found Cute Things by Rebecca. I will link her store in the description below if you have an embroidery machine. I also suggest that you follow her on Facebook because there's a special code in her store that you will need to access a lot of these kind of designs. So I will flip the camera around and I will show you how I made these cute little snap tabs. Okay, so I'm at my computer. I'm going to open up my Embroidery software. And because I have a 6x10 hoop selected the last time I did an embroidery project, I'm going to switch it to 5x7. And I'm going to hit apply and then okay. So the software I use is Embroidery, and I'm not sure what the cost is in the United States, but I think in Canada, and I mean I bought this 2 years ago, it's probably more expensive now. But the reason why I bought the software is so that I can put one design in here and then copy and paste it, and then it will color sort to take out a bunch of unnecessary steps. So I'm going to go to File, I'm going to open, and I want to do Pikachu. So I'm going to open it, and then it's going to put a Pikachu in my hoop. So I'm going to, and for some reason my computer is very finicky. Like sometimes I have to click on it multiple times for it to select, which I don't know why. And then I'm going to rotate it, and then I'm going to move it. And I don't know why I have to do this, but I have to like unselect and then select it again. So I'm going to move it up and then move it over. And then I'm going to copy, paste, rotate it, and then I gotta select off of it and then select back onto it again. Don't know why I have to do that, but I do. And I could probably get 3 Pikachus in the 5x7 hoop. So we're going to copy, paste, rotate, unselect, select again, move it down, move it over. I apologize. My nasal issues are back in full swing. Okay, so I got 3 Pikachus on my screen. So now I'm going to go up to Edit, and I'm going to, actually I want Utility. And we're going to go down to Color Sort. And what this will do is it'll take out a bunch of color changes. So instead of it running one, coming down, running another, and then coming down and running another, it's going to color sort. And it took out 10 color changes. So I'm going to click on New View. And then I'm going to click on the Stitch Simulator. And it'll show me how it's going to run. So it's going to run 1, 2, like it's going to do each layer in one step. And that's why it takes out 10 color changes. So I just like to make sure it's going to run the way I want it to before I save it. And I thought for the purposes of this tutorial, I would run in a 5x7 hoop instead of a 6x10 to make this video a little bit quicker for you guys. And this, when it's done, it's going to be 6,654 stitches. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it as a Pikachu. Pikachu 5x7 multi. And I'm going to save this to my desktop. So now I'm going to load that design on my USB, and then I'm going to put this into my machine. So I will show you that next. Okay, so I put my design on my USB, and now I'm at my embroidery machine. I'm just going to hit on the little pocket that is USB. And it's the last design on the USB, so I'm just going to hit the over button and then hit the design, hit set, and edit. So now I'm going to load this is Tearaway in my 5x7 hoop. I have a piece of vinyl, a yellow piece of vinyl. Put my needle, I already loaded red onto my machine because I want the outline to be done in red. So I'm going to put my needle down. And then I need to hit the embroidery button. And now it's ready to go. So 6,799 stitches, 13-minute run. Now with all the color changes, it will end up being a little bit longer than 13 minutes. So I'm going to hit start. And as you can see, my bobbin didn't catch. So I'm going to hit stop. Bring up my needle. I'm going to back up to the beginning of the design. Because my bobbin did not catch. And it happens from time to time. And we're going to try it again. After it does this step, I'm going to see if I can turn my light off. I don't want to blind you guys. Oops. And I'm using my tripod for filming this, so because what I had filming before wasn't really working. So I'm hoping this is better. And there's 5 steps to this design. That was step number 1. So now we are going to start step number 2, which is going to be his rosy cheeks. So I'm going to leave the red loaded on the machine, but I'm going to see if I can figure out how to turn my light off. There. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I'm just going to move over a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, my lighting is not really that great down here. So I actually had both embroidery machines running yesterday. I made a bunch of these cute little snap tabs. And there was a time where I needed to run the large spools, which will not fit on my machine. Only the small spools will fit. And I only have one thread stand holder. So my husband 3D printed another stand for me. I love having a 3D printer. It's so awesome. You can literally find a print for anything. It's amazing. But it looks like my tripod's a little... it's wobbling a little bit, which I'm not really a fan of. Okay, so after this cheek, we can switch to black. I just have my thread stand off to the side. Okay. So the next time I go to the fabric store, I'll have to get another spool of black. So this run is 8 minutes. So these snap tabs are going to be a lot quicker to run than these ones. So I ran these yesterday in my 6x10 hoop. I could run 5 at the same time, and it was like 48 minutes, 25,000 stitches. But because I'm like, I spent all this money on a machine, I should probably be using it. And I'm going to take advantage of having a machine, being able to run stuff, and give my wrists a break, because it's just so frustrating not being able to crochet as much as I want. Which is a real bummer. But it's pretty cool. I thought about selling my small machine, but then I'm like, if anything happens to my new machine, then at least I still have a backup. And I kind of, on stuff like this, I can have them both running at the same time, so. Plus, my small machine has over 1 million stitches on it, so I don't know how much money I would get out of a used machine with that high of a stitch count. So, I think I'm just going to keep it. So I'm going to let this run, and then I will come back and show you the next step. Okay, so that's the black done. So now we're going to switch to white. And the only thing the white is for his pupils on his eyes. And that's only a 1 minute run. My tripod is a little wobbly, so I apologize. I think it could just be the weight of my phone, because I have it extended out pretty far. But having a machine is so much fun. Like, there's so many embroidery designs out there. The only thing I didn't really want to get into was like clothing, like shirts and stuff. But this is how I do my zipper pouches. Okay, so I'm going to move the tripod back just a little bit here. Okay, so now I usually take my scissors and I just cut some of these dangly threads off. Because I don't want any of those peeking out through my layers of vinyl. Okay, so now I need another layer of vinyl. I don't think this one's big enough. What might be here? Nope. No, I'm going to cut a bigger piece and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I want to take my vinyl and you want to make sure it's covering all of the back pieces. And then I just take some tape and tape down the edges. And I'm going to switch my bobbin thread to red just to make the backs look a little bit cleaner. I had a red spool of bobbin thread right here. What did I do with it? Like, how could I have lost it that quickly? Like, seriously. Okay, I'll have to pause the video. Just hold on. Okay. Now, this bobbin is from my other machine. I don't know if the bobbins are interchangeable. I guess we'll find out. Guess we'll find out. Oops, sorry. Okay, so the last step, it's going to run the same step that we started with. And let's hope, I mean, I'll know right away if the bobbin's not going to work because it'll make probably an ungodly sound. So here goes nothing. And I want to change to red heather, not white. Okay. It's not hard to tell I don't do many embroidery tutorials. All right. So I think it's fine. I mean, I did take a Sharpie and put an F on two of my bobbins that came with the machine, just in case they weren't interchangeable. But it looks like it's fine, so that's good. And then once this is done, I'll take it to my table and show you how I finish my snap tabs. I mean, what else have I done? Zipper pouches. I've done snap tabs. I've done lip balm holders. I've done sanitizer holders. I've done coasters. I should find some more stuff to do. So we're on the last one now. Alright, so I'll take you to my table and show you how I finished my snap tabs. So I'm just going to show you one. I will do the rest later. So I just take all this tearaway off. And I got the phone like right in front of my face, so if I struggle, that's probably why. Okay. I have these Tim Holtz scissors. I've had them forever. I love them. They're perfect for cutting through vinyl. So now I'm just going to take my embroidery scissors that came with my machine, and I'm just going to cut these little okay. Now on the backs, this is why I chose red bobbin thread, because if you use white, I don't know, it just looks messy. And you always get this little, like when it's first starting, it's going to be on the back of the snap tab, so I don't really worry about that too much. And then I just take my lighter and I just quickly go over and get any little thread stragglers that are hanging on, you know. Okay, so let me move this up a little bit. So now I'm just gonna, this is really hard to do because the tripod is like literally right in my way. So I just cut a little border all the way around. And a lot of fussy cutting in scrapbooking. Has really helped me with my fussy cutting skills. I'm gonna have to get some more yellow. All right, I think that's pretty good. Now, sometimes I will save pieces like this because I can use it on my zipper pouches for my little tabs that my key ring goes in. But I have lots of scraps now, so then the next thing I do is I take my really tiny hole punch and I punch a hole in the top and the bottom. And now I gotta decide what color snap I want to do. I think I'm just gonna do, oh, red might be nice. So let's do a red snap tab. So you need an innie, an outie. These are extra long because you're going through 2 layers of vinyl. The regular snaps I find do not work, so I buy the extra long. I have this press. So I will put one in my machine. I mean, sometimes it's tricky to get the hole lined up. And then I take my scissors and I just push down. And I like to put the OD on the top. And then you just press down. And sometimes I have to pick it up so I can give it a really good squeeze. I mean, I would like to have a table press, but they're really expensive. And I don't feel like I do enough of these to warrant the extra money that it would cost. Just awkward because my phone is in the way. Okay. And I always have trouble with this one. I don't know why. It's like it's not centered. So then I just test it to make sure that it makes that nice snapping noise. And then I bought this hardware off of Amazon. They're just the D-rings with the hooks. And like I said, that little bit of a mess is in the back, so you don't really see it. And there is your snap tab. Cute little Pikachu. So I just thought I would jump on and show you my machine in action. I also bought a stitch, but I don't know if I have the right shade of blue for a stitch, but I might run one to see if I like it first. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. They really are easy. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody who comes to my videos, my lives. It's been difficult not being able to crochet, so I appreciate you guys sticking around, even though this is not a crochet video. I really appreciate it. So thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.